Hey, what's up everyone? Tim here from Everyday Tactical Vids, and today we're going to be talking to you about this, which is the Maxpedition Valence. This is a tech sling bag, very compact, a minimalist design, and I've been using this for a while and I am really liking this. I've used other bags that Maxpedition has made, but so far, this is my favorite Maxpedition bag from the new Advanced Gear Research line. Let me give you some of the stats on this bag and then we'll turn the camera around and we can look at this up close and personal. Your weight is 1.8 pounds, your capacity is 10 liters, and your dimensions are 14 by 10 by 5 inches deep. As far as the materials, we have 420D, 500D, and 1000D nylon. The 500 is this hex ripstop nylon that we'll show you up close and personal right now. The Valence is designed to be a very simplistic sling tech bag. I've got my Mac in here, and so it fits that. You can fit an additional tablet if you want to do that. What I will tell you is that if you're a person who wants tons of gear in a bag, this is absolutely not the one for you because it isn't made to hold that much stuff. This has become a great bag for me to bring to work. I can carry my laptop, some books, a couple other things. I can carry all the plugs and such that I need, but not a ton extra. So this would never be a bag I'd take out into the woods, a bug out bag, anything like that. It's really made to be that tech sling bag. And besides the organization and its function, my favorite feature of this bag is how it feels when it's on my back. That's like kind of a pet peeve for me. If I get a bag that has all kinds of cool features, organizes my gear well, but I put it on me and it just doesn't fit well. I find with sling bags, if this is my back, sometimes the sling bag kind of leans away from my back. This one it stays right flush against my back. And that's a big deal for me. When I'm carrying a bag like this, I want it to be comfortable, and this one definitely is. Now with this bag, you basically have two pockets. You have this smaller front pocket and then a main pocket. So let me open up this one and show you what that looks like. You have the see-through pocket up here, and in here I've just got I've got my RoboCop alarm. I've got a wipe for like an iPhone or Mac screen. I've got a lighter up here. Just some basic, this is not an extensive survival bag, but a couple emergency items. I've got some pens here. I've got a flashlight. I got a pencil. I got a Sharpie. Over here, I've got a backup EDC knife. And then down here, you can see it's upside down, but I'll flip it around in a second to show you. But I've got just a handful of items in these pockets. These are kind of standard items for me in an EDC bag, but in this one section, I've got a bright bandana, and then I've got some batteries, AA's and AAA's, and then over here I've got some wet wipes and then a poncho, and then nothing in this back section. One thing I'll note to you here is as I zip this up and spin it around, if you try to fill this up too much, it starts to just get thicker and thicker and thicker, and then I find it rides strangely. So again, if you want to put tons of gear into a bag, I would get something different than this. But I've downsized some of my gear so I can fit it all in this bag, and I'm willing to make the sacrifice for some extra things. I wasn't really using that often because I do enjoy carrying this bag enough. Down here on the bottom is some of that new hex ripstop material, 500D nylon, and yeah, it's just cool. It's just an extra durable piece of material around the edge there. And then you can see down on the bottom we have kind of this reinforced section, so when you put the bag down, it's not getting totally beaten up. It's not tearing through. And also you can kind of see how this is squared off a bit. When you put it down flat like this, the whole bag doesn't kind of crumple and lose its shape. That bottom section keeps its form very well. All right, I'm changing the angle here. It's a little weird to have it kind of sideways like this, but I want to open this up to show you that it opens up completely like this in that kind of clamshell design. Over here, I've got all my plugs. This has got a double zipper, so you can come in from either side, depending on how you have the bag set up or how you're carrying it. So all my tech gear as far as plugs and stuff such is in there. Over here, I've got a couple articles and my Bible. Again, I'm a pastor, so that's kind of standard work item for me. And then in here is where I've got my computer. Now, I have a little, like a USB port over here. Well, not port, but USB tab that sticks out. Let me take this out here and show you. This little item right here, that's for my wireless mouse. When I slide that in, I do have to kind of finagle this into here, but it's not a ton of work. It's not a huge issue for me. And again, you can see we've got hook and loop on both sides here, so you can access your laptop or your tablet in there from either side, which is cool. Let me just show you how easily it fits in. Again, it takes a little bit of work, but not a ton. And that's that. Flipping it over to the back, you can see the strap. Obviously, this is fully adjustable. That's what that little pull tab is for. I also will tell you that you can take the base or the bottom of the strap and detach it here and put it over here if you want. And then you can switch this up at the top to this side as well. So you can set it up for right hand or left hand carry. This is essentially like the same material as a seatbelt in a car. It's very smooth. It doesn't have any rough edges. So I was concerned a little bit that there was no, major padding here, but they do reduce the weight by not adding in some of the extra bells and whistles on other bags. And I've carried it because it doesn't have a ton of weight from the bag itself, and because it's small, you can't add a ton of weight. This has been totally fine for me to use. So that's the strap. Again, fully adjustable. You do have the CCW pocket here. You can come in from both the right and the left-hand side, depending on how you sling it across your body. Up on the top, you can see it says Valence, and then I want to note over on the side here, you can see there is a small strap. Same thing on the other side. It's about half the width of your shoulder strap. But when you grab the bag and sling it around to your front to grab gear, or if you're picking it up, here's another way to do that. Now, again, they didn't put a lot of extra padding or anything on here. It's easy to grab, no issues with it, cutting my hand or hurting me. But they reduced the weight by not adding a lot of extra bells and whistles, even with the straps here and the strap over here. One thing I kind of wish they added, it's not a make or break thing for me, but a nice strap over here would be just an additional nice feature, grabbing it out of the car before I sling it on. It would be nice to have an extra strap there. Not a huge deal, but that would have been a nice bonus. Here's what the bag looks like when it's actually on. I want to talk about two features quickly. First is the strap, easily adjustable. There's a tab here, which you can see, and you're going to pull up on that, and then you can adjust this to be looser or tighter. And then when you have it at the proper location, just press this back down and it locks in. The other thing that's cool is that, again, you can put this right hand, left hand, or right shoulder, left shoulder carry, however you want to set it up. And you reach around and grab, and they have that little handle on the side, but I find I'm grabbing right at the base here. But when you swing it around, it now sits horizontally like this, nice and stable, and it's not, it's not falling out like this, right up against your chest. And now if I want to access the main compartment or the CCW compartment, I can do so. One thing I will note is that the way it's set up, interestingly, the zipper for the CCW compartment, when it's closed, is down here. So you're gonna have to reach behind the strap as opposed to up here. Now it makes sense because most people are right hand, so you're gonna be reaching like this and going like this to get in. But just be aware, it's a little, I wouldn't say it's hidden, but it is behind the strap there. One of the things I really like about this pack, as I mentioned earlier, is that it lies flush against my back. So let me roll in some photos here, some video here, so you can actually see what that looks like. That's just a big deal for me. The main things I want in a pack are organization and something that's streamlined or sleek. If it's bigger, if it's got a ton of storage, and I'm going into the woods for 4 days or something like that, yeah, it's going to be kind of big and clunky. But for an everyday carry style bag, I want something that's lightweight and sleek and that isn't swinging all over the place when I'm walking. So right now, this rests as I would want a messenger bag to actually rest. I want to wrap up here and offer you some thoughts. First thing I'll say is that I've tested, I don't know, probably in the past year or two, maybe like 6 or so different Maxpedition bags. I've tested a bunch from the new AGR line. This is my favorite bag out of all that I've tested. It just meets my needs the way I want a bag to. For me, an everyday carry bag in the past and now means it has to be able to fit my computer. And so I like the Wolf Spur. I thought this was a really cool bag, but the fact that I can't fit my computer in it, it wasn't usable for me as really an everyday carry bag. If I was going into Boston, which is not too far from me, if I was going to there for the day, the Wolf Spur could be a good bag. But this one meets all those needs for an everyday carry bag. Streamlined, organization options, and it does, in a good way, it limits what I can carry, so I'm not just throwing more and more stuff in there. I was concerned, like I mentioned before, about having no padding here, but because the bag is light as a bag, and then because I don't have a ton of gear in it, this rests fine. It doesn't bother me, and whether that's wearing a jacket, a vest, or just a shirt like this, it still works totally fine. My major concern for this bag, honestly, right now is the price point. So over at the Maxpedition site, it's a little over $105. On Amazon, it's $99 and change. And I just think a lot of people are going to say that's too much for a simple messenger bag. So I think people are going to have to see the price drop maybe to that $75 range, something in there, before they're going to want to jump on it. Now, for me, because I get this bag for review and I'm testing it out, I can say, yeah, I like the bag. But you know, the thing is, you, the viewer, and the person who's going to be purchasing products, has to think through is, you know, value of what I'm paying for what I'm getting. I do think this is a good value product. I just think a lot of people are going to look and see how it doesn't have tons of bells and whistles, and then therefore going to go, yeah, $100 a little too much. It's got to drop another $20, $25, and then they'll be willing to purchase it. That's kind of my sense. I'm going to keep using it. I will always report in to let you know what I think about it, if there are issues or if there's other features that I end up really liking. But this has become the go-to for me for my everyday carry bag. And I'm always testing new bags and trying new things out. So when a bag sticks around for a while, that usually means it's got some features that I'm really enjoying. So once again, this is the Maxpedition Valence, and it does come in this black. It also comes in tan and then wolf gray as well. I put links down below. You can head over to Amazon to purchase this or other Maxpedition products, and then I've got the link to the Maxpedition website, and I've also put links to or a link to my video from SHOT Show 2017, so you can hear Tim from Maxpedition give you the full rundown of all the new gear, all the new bags, all the features, all the bells and whistles, so you can get the explanation from him. So that's it, Maxpedition Valence. Let's hear what your thoughts are. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Why not? In the comments below. Let's get that discussion started. So thanks as always for checking out the videos. If you haven't done so already, please click that little subscribe button, that red button, and also click the little bell to get updates. So when we upload new videos, you'll know what's going on. Like I always say, we're on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and Tumblr as well. And I've got a bunch more videos coming up here soon. And in addition, I think I have, let me think, one more bag. I've got one of their bigger backpacks from Maxpedition that I'll be testing out soon, as well as a bunch of smaller products like a wallet and a couple other cool things. I'm going to kind of do all those products together in one video to let you guys know about that. So once again, I want to hear your comments, and I want to let you know that Maxpedition does read the comments. They do check in. They check in with the reviewers and say, hey, what did you think? What'd you like? What'd you not like? And I usually refer people to the comments to say, hey, here's what the the viewer has to say about your products. So those comments are helpful for me to hear your thoughts, and also for Maxpedition as well. All right, guys, thanks for watching the videos, and more videos coming soon. Take care.